The following video is rated PG for puzzling gameplay. Viewer discretion is advised.
And for our last matchup of today, we take a trip over to Pool 1, where we find our 8-17 matchup, Ty versus ZepLander. Welcome, puzzlers. This is your head tournament organizer, Cards of the Heart. Welcome back to the League of Puzzle Speedrunners Pokemon Puzzle League Speedrun Tournament 2022. I am joined for this last matchup by our assistant organizer, BB Forky. Welcome.
Yo, happy to be here, and it's been a great week one so far. I missed a lot of the action earlier, but got a match in myself, and excited to close out number one with you, Cards.
Oh, it's always a pleasure, and yeah, this should be a fun one. Ty definitely plays a bit of a chaotic style, and ZepLander looks to be an underdog on paper, but we've seen some strange things happen in this tournament already, so keep your ears and eyes peeled. Never know what's gonna happen here. Can't wait to show you how this one turned out. But first, if you're just tuning into this game for the first time and you're not exactly sure how it all works, allow me to take a couple minutes of your time to explain how this game works and how we are playing it in this tournament. Pokémon Puzzle League is a Match 3 puzzle game first released for the Nintendo 64 on September 25, 2000 in North America and March 2, 2001 in Europe. It was re-released on the Nintendo Wii Virtual Console in both regions in May 2008. It is a Match 3 puzzle game in that if you match at least 3 of the same panel either horizontally or vertically, the panels will disappear. To win, however, you need to do more than simply match 3 at a time. You need to make combos and chains to not only prevent your gradually rising stack from reaching the top of your playfield for a time, but also to send garbage blocks to your opponent to make their stack reach the top of their playfield. You make combos by matching more than 3 panels in a row at the same time. They don't keep your stack from rising for very long, but they do send small garbage blocks to your opponent that can prove to be very disruptive. You make chains by linking sets of 3 or more matches together. Make a set of panels disappear, and then have the panels immediately above them fall into another match. Not only does this keep your stack from rising for a longer period of time, but it will make thicker garbage blocks that will be more effective at actually filling out your opponent's stack to the top. If your stack reaches the top of your playfield and the game tries to break the stack through the top, you lose, so you want to avoid this at all costs and force it on your opponent as much as possible. To beat these computer opponents, you will have to either make sure that they run out of time while their stack is completely topped off, send so much garbage to your opponent so that they can no longer make a move, or send garbage to your opponent in such a way so that they think they can no longer make a move. Easy mode has 11 stages, normal has 14, hard has 15, and V-Hard and S-Hard have 16. In this tournament, players will be racing through those stages to get to the end as fast as they can. The first player to defeat the final opponent wins the race. The first player to win a predetermined number of races wins the match. Best of luck to all of our players. So we did start our pool stage today in this one-player stadium tournament. We have taken the 22 players that successfully entered themselves into this tournament and divided them into 4 roughly equal-sized pools. We have 2 pools of 5, we have 2 pools of 6. We actually haven't dealt with a pool of 6 before at least not since the Pokemon Puzzle Challenge tournament in 2019. So that's been a fun and logistical puzzle to put together. But we've set our pools, and we are engaging in round-robin combat against each other in speedrun races of the one-player stadium mode that we've been coming together to speedrun against each other at least since 2017. This is when we put together the first Pokemon Puzzle League tournament, and thanks again. I'm gonna give my thanks again to BB Forky for starting organizing. those tournaments. We really couldn't have gotten to this position without you.
Yeah, I'm happy it's grown into what it is today, and we've expanded out and have seen like so many new people come in and out, and a lot of returning players year by year.
Really, really cool indeed. So for this tournament, these round robin matches, these round robin pools matches we're playing are best of 5 speedrun races. We're playing on the easy, normal, and hard levels, which feels weird to actually go through different levels in the tournaments. It's not typically how it goes for a speedrun tournament, I would imagine. But here's how we do it here. So between those 3 levels, there is a choice that the players come to in the match for the first race. They'll agree to the first level to race, and then the loser of that race picks the next level from the remaining 2 options until we go on like that until we pick to get a winner. And if we don't arrive to a winner after those 3 games, then the choices open back up to easy, normal, and hard for games 4 and 5 for the loser to pick. If I just explain that terribly, don't worry. There's definitely a chance we'll see it come into play in this upcoming match. But once we're done with this pool stage, we'll hopefully have the top 2 players decided by match record and race record, and several other tiebreakers we'll get into as we need them. Advance to the final bracket, where we'll definitely see the difficulty ramp up from there. We do have a prize pool for this tournament. Thank you to everyone who's been contributing to that pool. Thus far, we are up to $120.71 out of our $600 goal. We are more than 20% there, guys. We've got plenty of time left to hit that goal. And if we do hit that goal, it'll be a nice payday for our players that reach the final bracket. You can directly donate to that pool yourself. If you type !pool in the live Twitch chat to get that link, there'll also be a link in the YouTube video description for those donations. If you have Twitch bits, you can throw those into our channel as well, and subscriptions to our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/puzzlespeedrun will add portions of their revenue into the pool. The rest of it more or less goes to maintaining our server, where we hold our archives and other players' gameplay throughout. And maybe we'll be able to launch a proper website for our group one of these days too. Who knows? In any case, you can see the payouts on screen for each placing. We'll have a consolation bracket for the players who do not make the main bracket, and the winner of that tournament will get a piece of the pool as well. And just for playing, you have a random chance to win one of these, to win a piece of the prize pool. So if you're scared to play against the best of the best, don't worry. We're all just here to have fun. Just get in on it, and maybe you can win a nice little chunk of change for a Wendy's Baconator meal. Who knows? Who knows what by the way, I think when we started this broadcast, we were at the prize pool is at like roughly 9 Baconator meals, according to our resident tallier, Galloping Conch. But you can continue to make that bigger if you throw in your support. However, if you wanted to get in on this tournament but missed out, don't worry. There are other ways to participate in our tournament. We're actually holding 2 other tournaments this time around as well. These are one night only events, each of these tournaments. In our break scheduled between the pools and bracket stages, we're going to have a marathon tournament and a spa service tournament. The marathon tournament is on 2D, on speed level 1, and the game level is actually up to the player's choice. I know the individual game levels are separate categories on our speedrun leaderboard, but if you can consistently score at the higher levels, you should be rewarded for being able to go faster. So don't knock yourself out. Well, don't knock yourself out before scoring 100,000 points. That's going to be the goal of each race. So make sure you at least do that. And we'll get into the format of that tournament as we get closer to it, as well as our spa service tournament on that Sunday. These tournaments are currently scheduled for October 15th and 16th. And the spa service tournament will be a straight up speed run of the line clear and stage clear modes. However you like to call it. It's probably a better test of your overall skill than the one player stadium. Just don't have as much RNG to deal with. It's very nice. Very nice. And I'm actually giving a $50 prize to each of the winners of that tournament. And you know what? You guys watching can add to that if you want to specifically denote for the prize pool. You are definitely open to do that. And we're still taking signups for these tournaments all the way until they start. So if you want to get in on these, sign up now. Start.gg/ppl2022. We're definitely here to take on all comers. And with all that said, let's go ahead and go back to our main tournament. Look at Pool 1, and there's quite the group to be had there, Forky. I know you've had some run-ins with a few of these people. This is gonna be quite fun indeed. Like I might be in some eyes running away with the #1 spot in this group, but 2 and 3 are going to be fairly closely contested. We're going to see one of those players today, Forky.
Oh yeah, coming right up here with Ty versus Zep. And yeah, it's really funny how similar this pool is to what the Tetris Attack pool is, with Zep and Razor both at that 16 and 17 spots again, hanging out in Pool 1. But yeah, I alluded to this in the pregame show that we had last week, and Ty versus I Like Being Smart is going to be probably one of the best matches in this group stage, and most likely fighting for that last spot. That's going to come much later down the road here. But yeah, Ty versus Zep's going to be our first matchup today, and these two have not played yet. Zep's still a pretty big newcomer to the scene, but he's improved at a pretty good rate and managed to lock in a very solid 17th seed here. And Ty is... I don't think I've played Ty in speedrunning before, but I've met him so much in the PvP scene, and he's just like a big ball of fire when it comes to games. Sometimes he's like, if he's not feeling it, he might be a little underwhelming, and he might drop some races or matches that you're not expecting. But when this man's at his peak, he can take out people that are like way more consistent than him and finish pretty high. I think he's had some upsets in the speedrun scene, as well as taking sets off of master players in the panel tech scene.
I do feel the need to remind everyone that it was Ty that upset me in pools last year. So Ty is definitely capable of quite a bit, and ZepLander is also capable of quite a bit. Like after most of the proceedings of the Tetris Attack tournament wrapped up, ZepLander posted like a top 10 V-Hard time in Tetris Attack. So he's got his own chops he can bring to the table. I don't know how much you've seen of this pre-recorded match results. Like how would you have handicapped this matchup? How many games do you think?
Luckily, I'm fresh into this, so I have no info at all on this. So it'll be very interesting to look at it. But I mean, Ty is obviously the heavy favorite here. But based a little bit on their qualifying and their PBs, Zep is within a minute on every single one of them. So I think he is within reaching distance and can maybe strike and take down a win here. And Ty, I don't know if it was just a lack of qualifying or not, but you can see his easy and his hard times were outside the top 10. So that's maybe where he's most vulnerable. I mean, hard's going to see like the most variance for this early stage. So you know what? I'll give Zeb benefit of the doubt because he's been performing well recently, and I'll say he takes a game, but I think Ty is going to win this set overall 3-1.
Interesting. Well, let's see if that actually reigns true. We've seen both hard and normal mode wreak havoc on quite a few of our top players, so we'll see if that continues to be the case. Let's get right into this 8-17 matchup. Alright, we are starting this match on the easy difficulty.
Good starting point. Out of curiosity, since you've been here for the entire day, have a majority of the matches started on easy mode?
It's been either easy or normal. I think it's been more leaning towards normal mode because it's more or less been the more hated level play.
Makes sense.
Anyway, don't mind ZepLander's speed. It's gonna be way behind throughout and way all over the place. So we'll try to keep up with it as best we can. The delay is like 10 seconds on the ZepLander's end. So here we go with game one. The easy difficulty has definitely shown to have its fair share of trolls as well. I mean, the first two opponents do not actually raise their stacks at the beginning at all. So they're gonna take a lot more to defeat.
Yeah, very important to get off to a really big chain on these first couple opponents. Easy mode, you're probably going to see most players be doing 4 combos for just about every difficulty because it does seem a little bit more consistent. But you can get away with it on easy since the opponent is really, really slow. So you might opt to see people accidentally start with like a 5 or a 6 combo at the beginning, or as Cards likes to do, I believe, he'll even opt for like going for a 9 combo at the beginning, which will still send a 4 combo garbage block at the bottom.
I do love me my 8 and 9 combos, I'll say that much. But yeah, we're kind of seeing a bit of separation already. We're seeing ZepLander play to a few of the strats. Just the chains have not always been there. I think more likely for Ty, the combos have not always been there, but again, you can kind of get away with not being as strict on the exact combos you send for easy mode, maybe.
Yeah, so we got Ty pulling off to a lead here. It's not as big as it looks, as we noted with the 10-second delay that Zep has, so it's looking a little bit more generous for him, but still going down this far at the beginning of easy might be a little bit rough, especially once we're getting towards the middle of this. The kills are going to come a little bit quicker here, so you're not going to need to send as much. As you see Ty, he gets his 2-4 combos at the bottom. He's going to let it drop, and this should lead to a kill. 14s on both sides.
Yeah, fairly textbook for Ty, at least, going up to an X4 chain, and that's generally safe for a race setting. If you're going bigger than X4, then something has probably gone wrong. But I'm not about to tell Flag will stand that. That was a fun match to watch. If you guys just tuning in did not see that. In any case, we are still roughly a stage apart here. Ty is getting times under 15 seconds, whereas ZepLander is having to settle for like 15 to 20 second times, and those differences will definitely add up. I wonder where the difference is, necessarily.
Ty dropping the beginning of this chain, though. He's going to look to rebound a little bit here, but it gives his opponent just enough time to do clears. Meanwhile, Zep also a little bit short on his attack, so kind of even assaults from both players, but both of them do refuel up. Oh, and that clear coming out at the last second on Zep's side. That was an opportunity for him to make up a little bit of ground, but unfortunately, that won't be the case. He might tie this time. Another clear coming out, so yeah, he's going to be losing even more time here.
Yeah, like I guess even easy mode has its potential to foul things up. It's kind of nuts. It's just kind of nuts with this game in general. It's just there's still a lot we don't know about this game, and there's not a lot we can know just by playing it.
Ty not slowing down. He got a 13-second kill there. Oh, Zep manages to tie it there too. It looks like the main difference in what I'm expecting in this matchup is definitely just how quick the assault's coming from both players. As Ty is going to have one of the fastest cursor speeds you see in this tournament. It seems he's able to get to his combos with ease. He cuts that off with a 3-chain and an 8 combo at the end. That's a really good sin, because it tops off so quickly here, and he's going to get rewarded with that 13-second kill.
Oh, that is lovely, and this is also lovely from ZepLander, a 10-second Sabrina. That is very, very nice. So the lead is the lead is pretty much a full stage at this point, though. Hard to imagine what could happen from here to allow ZepLander to come back, but it's all fine. This is a best of 5. We'll have plenty of time for comebacks to be had in the other levels. It's much easier to come back in the later levels just from the sheer variance of them.
Yeah, with 2 stages to go and a player as good as Ty is, he's pretty much got this locked up, but who knows if Zep's playing perfect for these last 3 stages, he has a chance, but he still needs help from Ty, because even if Ty doesn't play optimally here, he has a lot of room for error, and he can still win this match.
It's a fairly solid 4-chain from Ty. Ty, that gets the job done.
Oh, and Tracy pulling off a lag chain on Zep out of that garbage, just wanting to torment him and waste a little more time.
Honestly, easy mode, we're gonna set up multiple chains off of garbage. Really? Is that what we're doing? Oh, yeah.
Apparently. All right, but Ty on the last stage here. He's just got to take out Giovanni, even with this lackluster start here. He's got plenty of time. He found that same setup just a couple stages ago, too, where it was that 8 combo separated like that. Huh. I guess Ty can find that pretty easily, and because of that, even though he dropped that first chain, he found that follow-up so quickly, he was able to get a 14-second on Geo still. So good stuff to Ty. Very solid, easy time for him.
Yeah, that's a 7:02. I don't think that's the time Ty would have liked to have, but it is good enough here to get the first Pokeball. That's nice. That's nice. We're getting revved up. Ty was like halfway out the door to a convention when this match was recorded. So I don't know exactly what kind of state of mind that Ty was in, but we can see ZepLander. We can see ZepLander doing his thing, finishing that one with a time of 7:51.
Nice little warm-up race for him, sliding into the sub-8 mark within a minute of tie. I think that's a pretty good sign going forward, because now I think this was his hardest mode to get a victory, and now he's got the options of normal and hard here. If I were in his shoes, I would just go straight to hard, try to get some momentum, get that little bit more variance. It depends how you're feeling, too. If you feel like you're not chaining as well, maybe just stick to normal. But I don't know, you kind of send more chains during normal. It's hard to say. I don't know. They're both really tough categories to play out.
I can tell you that this game too took place on normal mode. I can see the hatred of normal mode within a sect of the community, but yeah, normal mode has managed to find a way to throw off quite a few players, as has hard mode, so I don't know if there is that wrong of a choice to be had here. I mean, I guess you take the hardest level for potentially the end to sneak a win off if you're only going to get one of them. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the best strategy is if you are purely for the gamesmanship. I don't usually engage in it, admittedly.
Yeah, I don't really know either for specifically PPL, because normal and hard CPU is going to be a little bit faster, but normal seems to be like anytime the opponent clears, it feels more brutal to you. So I don't know. It's really hard to say. I think normal's a super fine pick though, but ZepLander, he was looking good. Just needs to be a little bit more consistent, and I think he can get there.
Alright, with about a 2-second delay for ZepLander's stream, Game 2 is now underway. And as you can see for the start of normal mode, it is Gary. Gary's the one opponent in this level that does not raise a stack at the beginning. And,
well, that's how you want to start it for Zep there. 16 seconds. That's got to feel good after that last run there. Even though his easy run really wasn't that bad. It was kind of like just some unlucky stages here and there. But yeah, look, he's got some good vision at the beginning of this one too. Manages to fit in that 4 chain at the bottom, and he waits the last second to insert that as a 6 combo. What a great start from Zep right now.
All right, Ty's rebounded a bit with that 15-second Brock. We're mostly looking for 15 seconds as like the high end of how long these stages we want them to go.
All right, Zep opting for the A combo start here at the beginning now, while Ty's just going to go for that classic 4. You're still going to see like a mixture, I feel like, in normal sometimes too. But you'll definitely be seeing a lot more 4 combo starters because they almost become necessary on normal. But unfortunately here for Zep, the clear did come out, and it's going to waste a little bit of time. And he's going to lose about 12 seconds on the stage, but it's still very, very close in this race.
Oh yeah, it's still very, very much too close to call. This is 14 stages for normal mode, so we'll be playing through to Bruno, and there will be a lot more room for mess ups to happen.
Good start by both of the players. Ty ended up getting the quicker of the 2 kills here. Zeb going for a really big follow-up. I'm worried if... Okay, Surge was not able to downstack because Zeb was extending out that chain so much. I was afraid there was going to be one line short and give Surge a little bit more stop time, but fortunately that wasn't the case.
Ty had a good idea. The attack just fell right when Erica was making a match at the top of her stack. Like that timing is such a hard thing to look out for.
Got the reverse conch too.
Indeed. The conch kill, as we have called it in the community. It's what happens when your opponent is left with no moves whatsoever. It's named after Galloping Conch, who had a string of them in quick succession and got enthusiastic about tracking them.
I have noticed doing a lot of his openers where he's got a 4 combo lined up outside of the chain, which has been a pretty popular strat, I'd say, as of recent, especially when Suga took the S-Hard world record, and that's a lot of what their game style came from, specifically rooting from the GameCube version of Panel to Pawn, because it's pretty much necessary due to how the garbage mechanics work in that game.
Yeah, I've gone so far as to brand that specifically Shuga style, and I have definitely seen a few people do that during the qualifying stage. I mean, like it doesn't matter too much where you get your second 4 combo during a chain, as long as you get the first 4 combo at the very beginning. You get that, then you can set up the double 4 strat with some consistency. So if you want to use a 4 combo to lead into a chain and then have another 4 combo done before that chain starts, then go for it.
It's just great because I think that's why I love playing and watching PPL so much. Is it's a game, since it's not completely solved, you'll see so many styles come out from a lot of players, and there's really no correct way to do it. So you'll see people have different openers, or specifically on S-Hard, people will drop garbage at different times and set up different ways. There's just so many different ways you can play this game, and it's cool to see. And Zep, unfortunately, he had to send quite a lot to get that kill there on Blaine. What was that, 10 lines of garbage?
That's too much. That's the correct answer. You should not have to send that many lines of garbage to a mid-game normal mode opponent. I'm sorry. That's a bit much.
Well, still within striking distance, even though getting a little bit trolled on that last stage there. Ty's going to be the first one heading into Rocket here. Unfortunately, since we are on normal mode, there is not 2 stages left. In fact, we're going to be going out quite a bit further to stage 14, so Ty's got 5 more to complete.
And you know, we've seen Bruno kill good runs before. I'm pretty sure Ty has had multiple good normal runs killed by Bruno, so can't count anything out yet.
Tracy not doing Zep any favors, though. 34 seconds. The past 2 stages giving Zep a little bit of trouble as we're transitioning to the latter half of this run. Still, I'd say he's in really good position. If it was on easy mode, this is when it becomes really, really tough. It's still pretty tough on normal right now, but yeah, as you mentioned, cards, Bruno, control a little bit. Sometimes even Lorelei has the potential to do that too. It all depends on what Ty sends here. He's got his 2-4 combo sent at the bottom here. But, oh, that vertical 4 chain that that the opponent just did. And Gio's trying to do some down stacking. Even despite all that, that's why the double 4s are so good. Is because when Gio got that clear, it still was just, you know, a little time waste. So Ty was still able to get an 18-second kill.
So roughly the lead has expanded to a full stage now. Again, it's hard to count ZepLander out specifically right now, but we're running out of time to see a difference happen, and with 14-second stages like that, it's going to be very hard to come back.
Well, he got one of them back. I guess that'll help.
That's 1 second.
You'll need more, but it's hard to gain back more time when you're going against 14 seconds. So, yeah, here we go. Ty, Lorelai, and Bruno only. This is where Zep's going to need some trolls to come out. And, Ty didn't notice the reds at the bottom, but he still had the awareness to continue this chain. Very good by Ty there. And
Wow,
8
wow.
and 6 combo at the bottom. Yeah, he well-deserved 13-second kill.
So well timed.
Meanwhile, Zep, he's got some down stacking going on the right side. We'll see once this goes down. Yeah, the clear comes out. And a couple more. The 4 combo wasting a little bit more time. Oh, and not topped off quite yet. Refreshes just a little bit, but still going to get the kill.
All right. Ty on the final stage with a chance to finish this run in under 9 minutes, and there it is. That is an 8:54 from our 8 seed on normal mode. We have not seen that many times under 9 minutes in normal mode, so good for Ty to pull that off.
Yeah, well done to him. Sub 9, no easy feat there, and that's some good stuff going into the hard race that will be coming after this, knowing that you're playing pretty consistently and getting some good luck at the same time to pull off times like that. We'll have to see what he can bring going into hard mode, because he's playing well. I've seen him pretty much drop like 1 to 2 starting chains in these first 2 matches. And even so, he's been really quick to the follow-up, so that's one of Ty's big strengths. He's just really good at improvising. And Zep, let it rip early there, and almost got a 10-second kill on Bruno. But unfortunately, he's got to reload a little bit, and those yellows, unfortunately, are going to be lined up there. And it's just going to be a lot of panels. Hopefully, he just continues to downstack, and we don't see any clears, but the reds are threatening.
This is just too many panels at the top. Too many different possible matches. Reverse conch?
Maybe he gets his
There
own.
we go.
Okay.
Yeah, we did it again. The reverse conch kill, and that will finish ZepLander's game 2 with a time of 10:07. So, unfortunately, these 2 races haven't been particularly close, but hard mode does have the most variance out of any of these levels, so you never know. You never know what you're gonna get from hard mode, and we're about to see what we got from this hard mode in just a little bit.
Yeah, it was mostly just the middle of that normal that really like set the pace, because Zep was pretty much neck and neck with Ty there, and then I believe it was Tracy followed by Rocket. They were both like 30-40 second stages. It put him almost a full stage behind, and Ty did not let off the gas after that. So that just shows you how tough some of these early stages or early difficulties can be. If you do find yourself in a deficit early, you need some luck on your side. That's really what it comes down to. But hard mode, yeah, a lot more variance here, especially these later opponents. I've seen Gary troll people out to 3 minutes before on hard mode. Let's hope that doesn't happen, but I would feel really bad after saying that.
Gary can do Gary things, like just about only Gary can. Keep our fingers crossed that we don't see it, but you never know. You never know with hard mode. It's all over the place.
But
okay.
Generally on hard mode, you send less garbage overall than you would normal mode. Is that correct?
The first stage is cooperative, so you shouldn't need to send extra there, and Ty should be showing off to a decent effect, although 5 lines was not immediately enough there. Had to scramble for a 6th.
Meanwhile, it
Zep.
might be good on Zep's side. He's just got the 1-4 combo, but that's all it took there with the 12-second kill.
Wow, ZepLander off to the early lead. ZepLander's stream fell behind about 10 seconds at the start of this race, so ZepLander should be in the lead right now.
All right, there was a 4 chain on Ty's side. He got both of his 4 combos at the bottom. This is looking promising as the opponent can't get to those purple horizontals at the bottom. Meanwhile, oh, okay. Zep does send his quite early. Clears are coming out. Please don't connect those greens. All right, cool.
Oh, only one garbage clear there. Not too bad. Not too bad. You kind of sweat a little bit once garbage gets cleared, but if it's under 20 seconds, it's still not bad.
Ty cutting this one off extremely early. Noticed his opponent playing with a super high stack and gets rewarded for it. Very good start for him so far. 13-second cleanup. Meanwhile, in Zep's, not quite the 4 combos, but did he send enough here? Oh, downstacks the blues. That was very fortunate. No clear was going to come out.
All right. Again, this is a best of 5 matchup here. Ty currently leading this match 1 race to nothing. This match was actually recorded on Thursday? Question mark? Yes, it was on Thursday. This match was recorded. Unfortunately, our schedules don't line up well enough for everyone to play their games live, so I usually try to bend over backwards to allow our players to record their matches ahead of time. And fortunately, thanks to the support of viewers like you, we have the capabilities and able to maintain the capabilities to record gameplay ahead of time in a way that doesn't have to be spoiled ahead of time, so we can wait to show you how these games play out. And oof, that was a bit of a rough go for Ty. That's gonna result in ZepLander taking the lead by about 8 seconds, I think, right now.
Yeah,
Still
Ty
very
was
early.
struggling to get that follow-up for most of the match, and found himself 1 line short a couple times. Eventually closed it out, but yeah, lost around 10 seconds just on that stage. He got this quick send here. 4 combo fell pretty low. What are the odds of that 6 combo falling into place right on the cursor?
Golly. Ty ended up 1 line short, giving Koga the time to get that garbage clear, and ZepLander does not get subject to that garbage clear, so we'll be extending that lead even further.
All right, looking good for Zep. Another pretty good start for him. We got to watch him as he progresses, because this middle stage is what gave him trouble in the last run. I don't know if it was maybe he was just a lack of vision every once in a while, because I get that too, just when you're playing and all of a sudden you just lose sight of things, and it kind of just domino effects and keeps adding up over the course of a couple stages. But it looks like he's going to be able to keep that going still. The quick kill is going to go to Ty, who had that 5 combo at the bottom there. And Zep just a little bit short, so he's going to lose a little bit of time here, but he's still going to be in the lead.
It's about a 4-second lead, I think. If I'm measuring the delays right. It's still very close, and we haven't even really gotten to the worst part of this run.
All right, Ty not sending too much, just 4 lines here, and there's a chance for the downstack from Blaine. The yellows are lined up. That's really scary. Oh, Ty's got to send more. Is a very good kill from Zep here. That's a big opportunity for him, because it looks like Ty is still struggling here. I think the separated pillars will bail him out, but man, that was like a 15-second loss.
Yeah, the time losses from not sending enough garbage might be the most significant in the entire game, so you better make sure first and foremost that you send enough lines of garbage however you can get them. Oh, ZepLander needed one more line. Like, 4 lines is frequently enough for these opponents, but you probably should, in a race setting, be safe and send like 5 or 6 lines. So that's gonna often require going up to at least an X4 chain if you are decent with your combos.
Clear also coming up on Ty's side, so fortunate for Zep. He's not going to be losing too much time. I think their times were pretty similar on that previous stage. But yeah, it's just so important. And it also depends, like, if you elect to watch your opponent or not. Some people, when they do get that lead, might play a little bit more preservative and extend out their chains. Or you get a good start like Zep did there. He got that 5 combo on the tail of the 4 chain there. But you know what? Sometimes the game doesn't reward you and will throw out an instant clear and pretty much get rid of your whole screen. But 18 seconds, still going to be a pretty good kill for him. And Ty also short now, too.
Oh my. Oh me, oh my. Let's see here. If there's anything we know Ty 4, it's the number 4, I think, because the amount of 4 combos he tends to send in his chains tend to not stack up all that well. So I'll have to keep an eye on that and see if that contributes to some issues of garbage stacking. After a point, we're looking to stack lines on top of our opponents as fast as we can. And multiple 4 combos, they don't stack on top of each other in the same chain. Unless you make them in like very specific chain links, go through like a very specific order, which I can't even remember how to properly articulate. Because it's a weird system that got used for combo garbage, and I'm still kind of in the process of studying it. ZepLander's doing just fine with the mid-game of this run, though.
Yeah, he has his biggest lead of the entire match right now by a full stage. He's got only 3 stages left. These can be really trolly, so he's got to play good and make sure he sent enough. I think I want to stress, really get those 4 combos at the beginning and maybe extend your chain out like you mentioned earlier, cards, just to make sure your opponent's topped off. But I mean, Ty getting pretty unlucky once again. A lot of down stacking coming here, and he's going to have to dig a little bit further here. He doesn't have a lot of panels either, so if there happens to be a lot of clears here, this is going to give him trouble. And look at that, Zep, 17 seconds. He is running away with this match now.
He's starting to move, or as a FFR pro might put it, he's starting to schmoove.
Yeah, very unfortunate for Ty here, but good news for Zep, as he can take it easy if he did elect to watch the screen during this race. Some people don't, and they'll just keep the pedal going, but you know what? He does keep the pedal going. 14 seconds. Ty, unfortunately, with that 1 minute. And Zep has 2 stages ahead on Gary here. He would... I mentioned a 3-minute Gary at the beginning of this round. Please don't give it to him.
Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, to have the patent pending 2-stage lead with 1 stage to go, it feels pretty good to be in this position. Oh, ZepLander needed a bit more. The combos were not quite there. Well, this is Gary doing Gary things, and the timing of the internet drop could not have been any worse. I was fighting with ZepLander's internet all match long. I'm sure you saw a few of the stutters going into the latter parts of this match. So we'll be seeing ZepLander back in just a little bit.
Leave you guys in further suspense. Maybe Zep just paused his game on purpose here, and he's like, all right, catch up, Ty. I'll give you a chance. But yeah, I mean, Ty finishing out the rest of this run pretty clean. Low 20s for both of these stages. Just Gary left to go here. And there it is on Zep's stream. You can see that champion trophy coming out. And Zep's going to manage to get a point off of Ty. And just as we mentioned, hard mode, it can be rough for some players if you're a little bit unlucky or not sending enough garbage. You got to be really safe, because sometimes you can send a cheeky 3 or 4 line assault and get the kill, or sometimes you need to bump it up to 6, 7, maybe even 8 sometimes.
And yeah, I do have the original video somewhere. I should be able to confirm that the time for ZepLander was a 10:57, and you can see from this Gary Gary wanted to make sure that there was no real difference whether we saw the very end of ZepLander's run or not. This is not wanting to go places that Ty wants to go.
Oh, just enough time for a lot of these clears. The chain coming down here at the bottom too. Gary gonna troll for quite a bit. The purple coming out as well. You know what? Honestly though, if you're going to lose, let it be a game like this where it just seems like every stage is giving you trouble. It can get kind of tilting, but maybe you're just getting your bad luck out of the way there. Because a 12-minute time for Ty is definitely not what he's looking for in hard, but it's only his first loss in the series, so he can shake it off and move forward. Plus, he gets the counter pick to probably easy mode is what I'm guessing, to try to secure off this series.
Well, let's make sure that Ty gets his second Pokeball and ZepLander gets his first for that win. And let's see what. Let me take a quick gander at what Ty chose for this race. And well.
Is it a hard mode? Is it a hard mode counter pick?
It wasn't easy. We're going back to normal.
Honestly, this is the one I least expected, but he did have his best time on normal, so I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, just play it by feel, I suppose. But yeah, that's how this format works. Once we've gone through all the levels and we don't have a winner, then it's a loser counter pick of any of those levels. So Ty could have picked easy, Ty picked normal, Ty could have picked hard. Either of them were acceptable options, but we are playing normal again. And shoutouts to the profile meta for ZepLander. Oh snap! Turning time. Let's go.
I love it. But yeah, normal, it actually does make a lot of sense, because it looks like Ty was feeling the most comfortable on that. You still got to be on point for most of your sins on normal mode, and if it's one you excelled on before, might as well go back to it and see what you can do again. So good pick for Ty. At first I was thinking, just because I feel like easy probably benefits the more technical player at first, and then I didn't know if he just wanted to run back hard after that, because that's just the mindset I feel like of a lot of our players here. Is something goes wrong, sometimes you're just like, all right, give me the run back there. We can do better. I don't want this 12-28 on my record.
Indeed. We've got Ty on a little bit of a break, so let's take a break to plug the prize pool. Once again, thank you to everyone who's been supporting the tournament and supporting our players thus far. The prize pool is up to $120.75 out of our $600 goal. If you want to add to that pool, simply either type !pool in the live chat to get a clickable link, or go to the video description on this YouTube video. Link should be there. Also below the Twitch stream should be a link to donate as well. Throw in your donations, throw in your tips, whatever you want to call them. We are most definitely appreciative of everyone who is sparing their change for this tournament. Alright, Ty is back in position, so we'll get back in position in just a second with this normal run. It is a tie up 2-1 in this best of 5. ZepLander will hope to change his fortunes on normal mode in order to stay alive in this match. But as Forky pointed out a little bit ago, the normal time was Ty's best time of all of them by a good margin. So this, some people are comfortable with normal, some people aren't. It's very much a player-to-player deal.
Yeah, Ty is, I mean, it was his best performing one. He's still got to be a little bit wary because he was a bit short on some of those sends on hard mode too, and that can easily translate over to normal mode. So he's gonna have to shake it off, completely forget about that time that he just got. And Zep's really gonna need to bring out all the consistency. He was able to hang a lot with Ty during the front half of that first normal race, and then that middle ended up giving him some troubles and what pushed him back all the way past a minute, as you can see by the times in the middle there. But yeah, I think Zep still has a good shot here. The consistency is key for him.
Alright, so ZepLander is now about 4 seconds behind Ty's game, so let's keep that in mind as we start this game for running normal mode right back. And Ty is trying to find any way to add more combos onto this chain. Going up to X6 and probably a bit justified considering what was on the top of Gary's stack. Okay, Gary, can you stop? Oh my goodness.
Oh no, and the yellows. Okay, oh, he's not topped off though. Oh, what are you doing? What is? I had a heart attack trying to comprehend what the CPU was doing, man.
Oh, what were they? Yeah, what were they looking at? My, good lord.
Oh my, good thing that's a CPU, because that just made me. I might criticize you pretty hard if I see you do something like that in the real match. But we're good. It's just the dumb old CPU who sometimes their brain isn't working properly. Just like in Zep's 15-second kill there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, these where these CPUs make up for in they relatively lack in processing. They do make up for in the raw speed at the later levels. Like the later levels are just downright unfair with the speed that they're able to move at. And you see a fair bit of trolling in normal mode from time to time.
Oh, that was so close.
Come on, Misty.
Another one?
Oh.
Dang. And the Shogun. Oh, no, he ruined it. Throwing out some panel attack terms there where the top of the second tier panels fall and make a chain at the bottom. Pretty popular tech in PvP play, and apparently the CPU could almost do it, but in CPU style, they ruin what they already had set up.
One day I'll be able to understand how CPU works in this game. Today is not that day, and today has not been ZepLander's day, but the attacks from Lieutenant Surge are still continuing.
Yeah, first clear came out, still buying a little bit of time, and because of that tie, brought back so much there. I think Zeps has just the slightest lead now.
It's like 3 seconds at most at this point. This has been fun. This has been fun to keep up with, and we've had some very nice matches today. Great way to open up this tournament.
Ty not finding that opener again. He had some color conflictions and stuff were just dropping too early. He might get pretty lucky here, but this down stack going to happen.
Oh no!
And he doesn't have enough sin. What are you doing, Ty?
Ty's clearing a bunch of random stuff, and nothing's getting done.
That was so unfortunate, but it turns out he's not even going to lose any time on here because, you know what? Erica's going to give Zep a lot of trouble here, too. And yeah, this is where it's becoming really important because Zep's had 2 back-to-back stages, 30 seconds plus, and that's not the time you want to give early, especially with Ty having a little bit of troubles here, too. You want to try to get and save as much time as possible, especially on the front end here. So we'll see what both of them can do to bounce back here as Ty. He sends it. The red's just enough time, but still a chance, but not topped off. Meanwhile, okay, Zep's refueling 2, and there might not be a clear immediately at the top here, so this probably leads to the kill.
And it does. That was about 22 seconds. 23, excuse me.
Pretty good call, though. Had that little bit of an internal timer there, trying to figure out how much stop time was left. But yeah, these openings for both the players need to improve. As I say that, Ty just had this really crazy lag chain that happened, and he's finding all these combos. So I think Ty's already picking it back up. But Zep's first initial sin was short here, so he's got to refuel quite a bit. This is going to be 3 lines of garbage here, or 4 lines, and it will be enough with that high right side.
That works. Sometimes you can get away with 3 lines if you like delay sending it late enough, but yeah, both of these players have generally been inconsistent with the chains that they have made. They aren't always able to get what they need at the beginning, but they've been able to put up some good stages when they need them, and ZepLander needed quite a bit more than usual. Like, again, 4 lines is kind of a standard for normal mode, but that one needed 6 lines at the end of the day.
All right, here comes the crucial point. We're into that latter half. This is where Zep struggled to get some kills at the end here, and this is where Ty actually was turning it up on his first normal run, and you know what? He's going to do it again here with 12 seconds. And Zep, first send again, not what he was looking for, and it's going to be a 4 chain at the top here that gets down stacked into a clear.
Not sure how you stop that. Really not sure.
You hate to see it. Looking a little bit reminiscent of that first race, but 26 seconds. That's still a pretty solid cleanup here. But Ty, I think he's got enough to top off here. Let's see what this down stack looks like. Scrolling all the way down to the bottom, 16 seconds.
Okay. That is definitely okay. I mean, I know I for the longest time had normal runs with like a single 20-second stage in them. So any 20-second time, anything under 20-second times is nothing to be ashamed of. It's definitely a respectable time.
I haven't been seeing a lot of these openers specifically how they've been working for Zep. That incredible 11-second by Ty, by the way. He's once again pulling up to a big lead. But it looks like based on what I saw, I believe on Tracy, or just on Rocket on this previous stage, he started his 4 combo chain very, very high, and he didn't really have too much above to where he could extend out his chain, and that's why it dropped so early. And it looks like he did remedy it on the beginning of this stage here, and it looks like a very good send. Not quite the 4 combos at the bottom, but those reds are going to disrupt what Gio wanted to do, but another clear coming in, and Ty once again just showing how good he is at the end of normal stage.
Yeah, there was a distinction 6 had made earlier in the show that normal is a place where you see the tech difference come into play, and there's most definitely some superior tech being shown by Ty here. Even if it's not panning out every single time. This Ty's been a little bit more consistent with his sends.
Big lead for Ty now with 1 stage left to go. This is looking very grim for Zep. He's going to need his kill right here, right now, but he's going to be 2 lines short here at the top. I assume those purples are going to come in and clear as well. And Ty is looking very good to close this series out 3-1.
Alright, Richie is done, but okay, there's that 9 combo looked very flashy. Reward our boy for the 9 combo. Wow.
Imagine if the start of that normal went a little better for Ty. He would have beaten his other normal time, because those last 4 stages were just perfect for Ty. Actually perfect. I think his slowest stage was like 14 seconds out of the last 4.
Amazing. Well, that amazing close gives Ty a time of 9:26. Yes.
Yeah, still really good time.
Oh, yeah.
Zep cleaning up Lorelei with 22 seconds, looking to finish on a positive note here. Going to be a little bit slower than the first normal time. Looks like he just cooled off a little bit, and that's going to happen, especially going up against someone like Ty. Just going to wear you out a little bit, because it's really tough to compete with some of the times that he's put up. But I want to say pretty good performance by Zep. I want to say it looks like he has the vision to find some really big combos and get some really creative builds at the beginning. But I think he needs to scan maybe just a little bit further down at the beginning of some of these chains, because I've seen so many of his chains cut early because he doesn't really have panels on top of the current clear that he's doing, so it's really hard for him to convert it. So I think that's something he'll want to work on going into the future to try to make some noise and even potentially make the top 8. I mean, you lose the tie, but you still got a match with I Like Being Smart, which could be very winnable for Zep. And then, of course, against U-Cards, which is, a tall ask, but I mean, anything can happen in Puzzle League.
Anything. Absolutely.
And I would not
anything.
put it past Zep, because he's got the grind for it. I mean, he's got the sub 8 V-Hard time in Tetris Attack. I mean, this guy has the skill. No question about that.
We've got so many deep tournaments tournament pools. There's so many players been so talented in this tournament, and ZepLander showing that he's got some chops himself. 10:49 is how that's run ended for ZepLander, but it will be Ty with that 9:26 normal, getting the 3rd Pokeball and the win. Well played indeed.
Yeah, super good Ty. I mean, he was the more consistent player throughout the day. We saw how good he was with just finding combos and adding additional combos outside of his chain. And despite being short a couple times on his initial send, he was usually pretty quick to find the follow-up. And that's what led to his pretty good times. And shout-outs to his normal play. I think his normal play, besides like the beginning of his second run, it was very, very good. And that's going to be scary going up against him in the future, because I think he gets better and better as the tournament goes on.
I know firsthand how scary Ty can be, so I'm definitely not going to sell him short. But well played from our 8 seed, and he's the one that strikes first blood in our first pool with that 3-1 victory. Gets atop the standings just fine. But we'll have another match in Pool 1 tomorrow to straighten it out a bit further. That will be I Like Being Smart going against Razorflame. But yeah, that was quite the fun match to watch as well. And we've got plenty more fun matches left to be had. Not today though. Today is done, but tomorrow we've got quite the set of matchups here. You can see on screen now we're starting with GamerX459 against one of our newcomers, Octo Oil. Then it is I Like Being Smart and Razorflame, a huge matchup in the middle with Yoshi112 and 6.
Oh
by
boy.
Lunar Chimera and Karaoke, and Corey BLD versus another newcomer from the PvP scene, Fudu, to finish that up. Man, Forky, what's the matchup you're the second most looking forward to in tomorrow's schedule?
Cool. Pretty good day overall. I gotta look at the I Like Being Smart and Razorflame matchup. Still pretty relatively close in seeds. I think Nicole is more proficient at some of the higher difficulties, specifically V-Hard, which she just set an incredible PB during qualifiers for it. So she might be a little bit not rusty, but she can maybe lose a match or two to Razor, who's been pretty invested just in this series in general the past couple years, and he's proven in the past that he has been able to take games off top players. I believe it was Foxy that he went to a game 5 with in either Tetris Attack or Puzzle League. But yeah, I'd look at that one to be a really good one. And of course, Yoshi versus 6. That's gonna be probably a classic there, honestly. Yoshi always very proficient at the lower levels, but as you can see, 4 seed not spending as much time as he did in Tetris Attack here. I think 6 has a pretty good shot at winning that match.
Yeah, they're both really good at the lower levels. That is going to be one for the ages. But that's going to do it for our coverage for tonight. Forky, any final thoughts on what we just saw in that last match, and any more thoughts going into tomorrow's action?
I mean, very good matchup with someone like Ty and Zep, because, you know, on paper it probably looks very lopsided in Ty's favor, but Zep proved that he had some fight in him, took a win off of Ty there, and that's very good news for Zep going forward, and still good news for Ty because he pulled off some incredible times still. So, I mean, it's just nice. I had to go back and watch a lot of the matches that happened today, but it looks like a lot of people are bringing their A game for this tournament, and I'm excited that it's returned, and we have so many more matches to look forward to for the next couple months.
Indeed. Today was pretty good. I mean, we had one match that could definitely be classified as an upset. Another technically an upset in name only, but we also had 3 game 4s today in our 5 matches, so they were getting pretty close. Just going to show how much deeper and deeper the pools are every year, and yeah, I don't know how else to put it. It's quite the event to watch today, and hopefully you don't miss tomorrow's event as well, because we're going to have quite a bit more left to go for that one. But now that's going to do it for our broadcast for this evening. Thank you to all who've been tuning in so far. Hopefully I will be able to get the YouTube VODs out there within the week after this is shown live, so look forward to that. But again, that'll do it for today. For BB Forky and everyone at the League of Puzzle Speedrunners, this has been Cards of the Heart, and until next time, everyone, happy puzzling.
See you guys.